In the remote region of Finland, nestled amidst dense forests and sprawling meadows, there existed a small village named Tavalma. Life here was serene and peaceful, the kind that lulled its inhabitants into believing that darkness and despair could never penetrate its boundaries. Little did they know, a silent lurking menace dwelled deep beneath their homes, an ancient evil known as kobolds. These mischievous creatures, often depicted as small, shadowy figures with wild, unkempt hair and glowing eyes, were guardians of underground wealth. Legends whispered of their unseen presence, reminding the villagers to foster a bond with these spirits. They were known as the Brownies, and while they were generally good-natured creatures, they possessed a vengeful side that could unleash chaos and disorder on those who neglected them. In the heart of Tavalma stood a humble cottage where an elderly couple, Ino and Anneli Sari, resided. The cottage was a treasure trove of inherited family riches, passed down through generations. Ino, with his green beard and spectacles perched on his nose, was particularly fond of his family heirlooms. Anneli, a soft-spoken, kind-hearted woman, cherished the memories and intentions behind its artifacts. However, as the couple grew older, the demands of everyday life took precedence, casting their cherished belongings into the depths of oblivion. Forgotten treasures gathered dust hidden from sight, and the kobolds grew restless deep underground. One stormy autumn night, as rain pounded against the rooftop and lightning tore across the sky, the couple lay peacefully asleep. Suddenly, the cottage trembled, as if the very foundations rebelled against the peaceful slumber within. An eerie cackling echoed through the hallways, sending waves of unease through the couple's dreams. As Inu and Anneli woke in bewilderment, they were met with a horrifying sight. The once neatly arranged furniture fell into disarray, the walls cracked, and portraits spun upside down, their subjects twisted grotesquely. The air thickened with an ominous presence, as sinister whispers whispered through the darkness. Fear coursed through Oino's veins, but his stubbornness fought back, refusing to acknowledge the supernatural. But Anneli, with her keen intuition, recognized that their negligence had awakened the wrath of the kobolds. Determined to make amends, she embarked on a quest to discover the forgotten rituals needed to appease these mischievous spirits. Through ancient texts and whispered tales, Anneli learned that kobolds cherished gestures of appreciation and respect. Their anger stemmed not from malevolence, but from a longing to be acknowledged. Armed with newfound knowledge, she weaved offerings of polished silver and delicately embroidered fabrics, fashioning them into intricate gifts. As the days grew colder, Anneli's tireless dedication bore fruit. The eerie cackling faded, replaced by gentle laughter. The cottage, once a chaotic hellscape, metamorphosed into a haven of tranquility. Torn portraits were lovingly restored, furniture regained its former glory, and the walls were healed with the passage of time. The villagers of Tavalma remained blissfully ignorant, lulled into a false sense of security by the return of peace to the cottage of Aino and Anneli Sari. They saw the restoration as a mere coincidence, unaware of the ever-watchful eyes lurking beneath their homes. As the seasons changed, the subtle signs of unrest began to manifest themselves. Villagers whispered among themselves, sharing eerie encounters of unexplained events. Strange sounds echoed through the night, whispers that seemed to echo from nowhere and everywhere at once. Objects went missing only to reappear in unexpected places, and unsettling dreams haunted the sleep of many. One evening, as darkness blanketed the village, a young woman named Alina decided to investigate the secrets that the night held. Armed with a lantern, she navigated the shadowy winding paths and ventured into the heart of the woods. The ancient trees whispered as she treaded cautiously, an unsettling chill slowly creeping into her bones. Guided by an inexplicable force, Alina stumbled upon a hidden entrance to a hidden underground cavern. It was a labyrinth of darkness, the hair thick with a potent mixture of must and decay. She cautiously descended, her lantern flickering in the oppressive gloom. As Alina delved deeper into the labyrinth, she heard whispers beckoning her further. Her heart pounded, resonating with the rhythm of the dark, as if it beat in harmony with the unseen presence lurking in the depths. Shadows danced around her, morphing and twisting into ethereal figures that whispered ancient secrets. The oppressive silence was shattered by a dull, booming sound that reverberated through the cavern walls. Alina froze, her body paralyzed by the overwhelming terror that gnawed at her. From the darkness emerged the kobolds, their once benign presence now tinged with sinister malevolence. Their glowing eyes fixated on Alina, as if sensing her intrusion in their forgotten realm. Their forms shifted and distorted, taking on grotesque shapes that defied the laws of nature. Alina's breath caught in her throat as they slithered closer, their footfalls a melodic jingle of chaos and despair. She tried to flee, to escape the clutches of these malevolent spirits, but the labyrinth seemed like an inescapable prison. With each turn, the walls closed in, squeezing the hope from her heart. The whispers grew louder, their voices a cacophony of torment, urging Alina to surrender to the darkness that awaited her. As she frantically searched for an exit, her trembling hands brushed against a long-forgotten relic. That artifact, an ancient symbol of protection, pulsed with an ethereal light, illuminating the cavern. Blinded by its brilliance, Alina caught a glimpse of a hidden passage, an escape route that promised salvation. Summoning every ounce of courage she possessed, Alina sprinted towards the path, her heart pounding in her chest. Behind her, she could hear the enraged shrieks of the kobolds, their fury fueling their pursuit. The shadows clawed at her heels, desperate to reclaim their prey. Alina's mind whirled with a blend of fear and determination. She embarked on a treacherous journey, delving deeper into the dark mystique of the kobolds. Guided by ancient manuscripts and cryptic folklore, she sought out the wisdom of wise old shamans hidden deep within the wilderness. With an air of secrecy, the shamans revealed legends and rituals passed down through generations. They spoke of an ancient pact between the villagers of Tevalma and the kobolds, once revered as protectors of underground wealth. But over time, the bond had faded, and neglect had turned the spirits vengeful. To appease the kobolds, Alina learned of a grueling ritual that required her to venture into the realm of the unseen. A perilous dimension where only the bravest dared to tread. Armed with talismans and ancient incantations, she prepared herself for the harrowing quest ahead. As the veil between worlds thinned, Alina stepped into a realm steeped in eternal twilight. Unfathomable shadows danced and twisted, their movements both mesmerizing and terrifying. Sinister whispers trailed through the murky air, luring her deeper into the heart of this ghostly plane. Among the whispers, Alina discerned fragmented tales of forgotten treasures and the silent rage of the kobolds. They hungered for acknowledgement, for gratitude from a world that had long forgotten them. The young woman's heart wavered between compassion and the fear that the kobolds could never truly be quelled. Navigating this ethereal labyrinth, Alina found herself standing before a colossal, time-worn door. Its ancient carvings depicted the symbiotic relationship between humans and kobolds, a harmonious existence now frayed and torn. With a deep breath, she pushed open the door, revealing the mythical treasure chamber that housed the wealth guarded by the kobolds. As she stepped into the chamber, the air grew heavy and charged with a primal energy. Gleaming gems and glimmering gold adorned the space, resonating with a spectral glow. But amidst the richness, there lay something far more unsettling, a silent, eerie presence that weighed on her every step. Alina could sense the kobolds observing her, their unseen gaze both inquisitive and malevolent. With each movement, soft whispers filled the chamber, a ghostly chorus that both beckoned and warned. She knew that her success on this treacherous path relied upon striking a delicate balance, appeasing their rage while preserving her own existence. Committed to her cause, Alina began the intricate dance of offering gratitude. She placed delicate trinkets on pedestals, murmured solemn mantras, and vowed to restore the bond between man and spirit. The chamber responded with an ethereal symphony, the hum of forgotten spirits now calmed. But as the last echoes of her canted incantations faded, a sudden gust of wind extinguished her sacred candle. Darkness enveloped the chamber, drowning her in a suffocating void. Panic surged through her veins as the shadows flickered, revealing the enraged forms of the kobolds, their malevolence palpable. Her desperate mind raced for a solution, reaching deep into the depths of the ancient texts she had studied. Amidst the chaos, she found a long-forgotten prayer, a plea for mercy. Clutching the talisman to her chest, Alina chanted the words with fervor, summoning a fragment of light that pierced the darkness. Slowly, the shadows retreated, begrudgingly acknowledging Alina's resolve. Their eyes glowed with an intensity that flickered between wickedness and reluctant admiration. The kobolds remained shrouded in enigma as they slinked away, their presence lingering as a reminder of the bond between worlds that had been partially restored. Breathing heavily, Alina emerged from the treasure chamber, clutching onto newfound knowledge and a profound sense of the thin line between chaos and harmony. The path ahead remained treacherous, with the kobolds forever shrouded in mystery. She needed to ensure that the village of Tevalma remained vigilant, fostering a bond with these creatures of darkness, to prevent their wrath from unleashing untold horrors. In the aftermath of Alina's journey into the realm of the kobolds, a newfound unease settled over the village of Tevalma. Whispers of dark secrets and looming danger spread like a shiver through the community, casting a pall over the once idyllic hamlet. The villagers, their hearts heavy with foreboding, now knew they could no longer turn a blind eye to the spirits lurking beneath their homes. Fear and curiosity intertwined as the villagers sought out the counsel of wise elders. Together, they unearthed forgotten rituals and enchantments, each one designed to nurture the fragile bond with the kobolds, that ancient guardians of underground wealth. With trepidation and determination, the villagers embarked on a collective endeavor to honor the spirits and appease their restless souls. Candles were lit, their flickering flames casting eerie shadows against the walls of humble abodes. Intricate symbols were etched onto doorways, thresholds now sanctified with sacred offerings. The air crackled with anticipation and nervous energy as the village prepared to face the lurking darkness head-on. Within the confines of the protected village, a delicate balance was struck between the mortal realm and the ethereal domain of the kobolds. The spirits, once agitated and vengeful, began to exhibit signs of contentment. Mysterious anomalies and poltergeist activity ceased, leaving the villagers with a newfound sense of peace tinged with apprehension. However, as the dark nights fell upon Tevalma, the woods surrounding the village whispered tales of gatherings and sinister rituals taking place in hidden corners. It seemed that even with their efforts to rekindle the bond, the kobolds' thirst for acknowledgement knew no bounds. Deep in the heart of the forest, behind the veils of time, a secret congregation of the spirits convened. Their numbers grew, fueled by the darkness and the remnants of a forgotten pact. Their forms contorted into grotesque manifestations, their once mischievous nature now twisted with malice. The kobolds reveled in the chaos they provoked, their laughter a discordant echo in the stillness of the night. Despite the villagers' courageous attempts to restore harmony, whispers of dread persisted, Footsteps echoed through empty hallways, unseen hands left icy imprints on sunlit windows, and sudden gusts of wind extinguished flames that refused to relent. The kobolds' presence became an undeniable force, their chaotic mischief reaching new heights of terror. Desperation filled the air as the villagers, their nerves frayed, questioned the limits of their resolve. The once united community grew divided, the weight of this supernatural burden straining their unity. Fear clutched at their hearts, its icy grip forcing them to face the chilling truth: the kobolds were never meant to be soothed, their nature forever entangled with chaos. Now, on the precipice of a menacing future, the villagers of Tevalma must find the strength to confront the relentless spirits that plagued their lives. With flickering flames and trembling hands, they prepare for an ultimate confrontation to confront the kobolds, in a battle that will determine the fate of their village. As dusk descends upon Tevalma, hope and trepidation intertwine in the air. The battleground is set, but the outcome remains shrouded in uncertainty. Will the villagers find a way to restore the balance? Or will they succumb to the nightmares and chaos that lurk just beyond their thresholds? Only time will reveal the path that unfolds, as darkness and light converge in a battle that will forever haunt the inhabitants of this secluded Finnish village.